So today I have accidentally won a locker that I'm going to go pick up, and this one is in Red Deer. And the story behind this is I saw this locker last week. I put in my max bid, which is $139. I quickly outbid. It's just a small one, so 5x5. It's a lot of luggage in it. So I put my bid for $135. I was quickly outbid by two other bidders. And then yesterday I get a phone call from the facility saying neither of the people showed up. Do you want it for the $135? And they went up to over $400 on this one. So I was like, for $135? Yeah, sure, I'll make the trip. It's like an hour drive, so off we go. We're gonna go check this out and see what we get. I'll do a quick video once I get there, and then load everything up, bring it back, and start going through it and show you people what this is. Yeah. Okay, here it is. Let's go ahead and see what we've got here. Okay, I think I'll just stop there and then start unloading instead of having a stuff avalanche. Huh. All right, I am home, and here is my truck packed absolutely full. There, pretty full in there, and yeah, I'm just going to probably do a quick shovel because we had a bunch of snow arrive last night. Then I'm going to start sorting things. So what I learned when I picked this up from the people who worked at the facility there is that this is a locker that you really don't want to get. So it's kind of fitting that I think this is going to be the first one that I'm filming and recording. So the person who had this locker, they were waiting for government assisted housing. So when I was going through this, it really looked like this kind of came from a homeless encampment. So I don't think I'm going to get a lot of value out of this. And this is, you know, I feel bad. This is a sad story. So, you know, it's a good thing I only paid $148, I think, with everything, the taxes and the service fees and everything like that. $148. I think maybe we'll break even, maybe. And then I think I'll be donating a lot, and I'll be piling a lot of garbage because there's a lot of garbage in it. So I'm going to mask up and get my really good leather gloves here, and I'm going to start going through this very carefully and just make sure I don't hurt myself and that I'm okay. And then once I kind of get things a little bit sorted, then I'll kind of show what I have found. Yeah. One thing you don't see in these videos is all the garbage that you gotta take. This is all garbage. That's almost the entire locker, really. And that's just all rotted clothes and gross things, even in here. Recycle and garbage. More garbage. More garbage. Recycle. More garbage. So much. Okay, so now I've mostly sorted everything. You saw the garbage from this unit, and I thought, oh boy, have I made a huge mistake. But for $140 odd, I think I'm going to at least make the money back here. So let's just have a quick review of the good things that I found. So this is all the denim. There's a bunch of stuff here like Blue Notes and Wranglers and Levi's and some other stuff that should be okay to sell in my Poshmark store. This Amante leather coat is in really good condition. Does need a bit of a wash, but it's okay. This is all the other clothes that will be, I'll just sell on my Poshmark store. Try to sell that. This is kind of wild because I was watching Locker Nuts in one of his lockers, and he pulled out a backpack very similar to this. And I paused the video, I did an image search, and I came up with this one. This camper official, what is it? I can't quite read it. something camper, but it's like a Boy Scout kind of backpack. But this one's in a bit of a rougher state, but it's still just bizarre that I just searched for something like that, and here you go. This, I believe, is a vintage quilt, and that's in really good condition. These Ariat boots. This stuff I'm actually going to keep for camping and for soccer stuff in my community here. And there's some tools. These are not very good. They're quite rusted and gross, but I'll just put them together in my garage sale. This stuff I thought was really nice. It was really well taken care of and packed neatly, so I'll try to sell that in my garage sale as well. Most of the stuff is going to garage sale. Some more tools. I'm probably going to keep this for my truck. Just more random kind of tool bits, sockets, it's whatever. And yeah, this is going to be garage sale stuff. This is where I'm probably going to make my money back. So some new Pokemon cards, not a whole lot, just that page and that page. These are like 2020, 2023, 2021. Nothing rare, I don't think, but my son, he does have his Pokemon card collection, but we'll see. And this. So when I found this, I'm like, okay, well, here's a fake Gucci bag. And then my wife and I had a closer look. We cleaned up the dirt off of it and I had to look at it again. And then we called a friend and then we had to look again. We're like, yep, this looks like it's a legitimate Gucci bag. So this right here will pay for the locker and add a little bit of profit, which is nice. It just had mud on it, and so it needed a bit of a gentle wash. Like I mentioned earlier, the box is in terrible condition, really damaged, but that's pretty cool. I might try to sell this as is. I don't know. And then this is just some more garage sale stuff, some knitting items. Pretty cool fossil. Beads. I always just throw those in my garage sales. Now the Coleman stove is in really good condition. That book, The Rebel. This Coleman's in really good condition. I do have a little propane canister. I can hook this up to make sure it works. And an incomplete Makita set because you know what? They're always incomplete. Rarely can you actually find a set that's all together, but this will go to the garage sale as well. So overall, this was a doozy. Oh, and there's the backpack as well, and a tent of some kind. Or maybe it might be a bed, I'm not sure. So overall, this was a doozy. This was something I thought was like, oh, this is a great deal, and then it turned into, oh my gosh, this is horrible and really sad. And it looks like there's 3 people's items in here. There was the people who had addiction issues, homelessness issues, and then another person who had really nice clothing and really clean and packed nicely, and I don't understand that. So that's just kind of the mystery of some of these lockers. So overall, we're going to do okay with this. So this was fun. I'm kind of glad I got to kind of go through this type of locker just because it was so gross. And yeah, and it does remind me of some of the lockers I had last year. They were kind of similar in some of the cases. So I've got a number of bids out right now, and we'll see how things go for this month. Thanks.